What is going on, guys? I'm Consumer Tech Review, and today I'm going to be going over the top 5 best accessories for the Xbox Series X. And if at any point during the video, if you want to check out any of the 5 accessories in this video, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. I do got you guys, but let's jump into number 5. And that is the PowerA dual controller stand, coming in at just $25, so super budget friendly for you guys. All right, now this not only charges your controllers and holds them in place, but this also comes with 2 battery packs that actually replace the batteries in your controller. So no more of those AA batteries that you have to replace or recharge. Now you get a rechargeable battery pack that just slips right into this thing. You put the new cover on, and then you can put this on your charging station, which is really, really awesome. So it saves you money, it saves you time, and it saves you having to put new batteries in this. Now, besides that, this actually works with the Xbox Series X and S controllers, as well as the old generation Xbox One controllers. Now you can also get this stand in black or white, and both of those colors match the controllers perfectly, which is really cool. But besides that, I mean, look at this thing. It just looks awesome. It's so clean. You can charge 2 controllers at the same time. It's also a nice place to keep your controllers to clean up your whole setup, which is really cool. Now, besides that, you see they have lights on it. So when your controllers are not charged, it's gonna glow orange. And when they are charged, it's actually gonna glow white. So that's also an easy way to see if your controllers are charged or not charged, and it gives some ambiance to your setup, which is just really sick. All right, now the last thing is this also has a spring inside. So when you set the controller down, if you press the controller down into it, that'll start the charging. But if you're like, I don't want to charge my controllers anymore, you just press it down and then it'll actually rise up. So you won't charge the controllers, but they'll still stay in the little hub right there in the little station. So that's also really nice, especially if like you're going to bed and this is in your room, just press that controller down and the light will go off, the white light, because it's not charging anymore. So that's also really cool. But guys, for the money, for $25, you're getting no more AA batteries. You're getting a really pretty stand and hub station for your controllers. This is absolutely a must. All right, moving on to the number 4 spot. This is something that you guys probably wouldn't think of, but this is dust covers for your Xbox Series X. Now, this is super budget friendly, just coming in at $10. And you might be like, that's boring, but hear me out. All right, so first of all, it comes with twice the dust covers that you need. These are metal dust covers with some like adhesives around the edges. So not a whole ton of adhesive, just a little around the edges to help it stick on there. And it's very easy to apply this. Now, the reason you should get this is because dust is gonna be constantly flowing in and out of the Xbox Series X because of that fan and all the different filtration holes for sucking air in and pushing it out. Now, over time, this will build up dust and it will hurt the performance and potentially even damage your console because of heat. These consoles get much hotter than the last generation. So a really cheap and easy way to get around that is to use these dust covers that will keep the dust out of it while still keeping the airflow really good. So if you want to protect your console and keep it functioning like it's supposed to, not having overheating issues or anything like that, definitely pick up these dust covers. And for only $10, guys, this is a really easy way to make sure that your console lasts its full lifetime. All right, moving on to the number 3 spot. This is the Xbox Hub with charging and cooling. Now, this thing comes in at just $40, which it sounds like a lot of money, but for what you get a ton. All right, so this is basically a plate with a place that you can set your Xbox Series X in there, and then the cooling fan actually attaches with a USB to the actual plate of the stand, the hub, the station, and then it plugs right into your Xbox Series X, not covering any other ports, so you can have your Seagate expansion card in there or have anything else plugged in and it won't interfere with that. But this is literally going to provide cooling for your console and actually have a fan inside of there that you can toggle on or off to literally push more air inside of it, keeping this thing cooler, which is also really great if you have a hotter room or a room with less airflow. This is really good. Now, besides that, it also integrates a headphone stand on this, so you can literally put your headphones in there, have them sitting there, and basically cleaning up your setup very, very easily. And that's not all it gives you. Continuing on with that, one of my favorite parts, this also has controller charging. So beyond just charging your controllers, this gives you 2 rechargeable battery packs as well, which is just nuts. Now, this is a USB-C battery pack, not like the PowerA ones, which are actually kind of a set on top charging. This is actually a USB-C. So you switch out those AA batteries and again, put that rechargeable battery pack in there, and then they actually set in to the hub and it actually like has it at an angle. There's space for 2 of them, and there is a graphic with 2 controllers on there. and they actually light up very nicely actually in either red or green. And if it's red, then they're not fully charged, and if it's green, then they are fully charged, and that is so cool. One, it looks awesome. Two, it's nice to know whether your controllers are fully charged or not. Remember, you're getting all this with everything else. But continuing on with that, I said for $40 you get a lot of money, and I wasn't kidding. On the side of it, you get these really cool like notches, which even if you're not gonna put what you're supposed to put in there, it looks cool. But this is actually for games, so you can put all of your games in there and line them up, which is so cool, guys. So if you guys still use discs, I know a lot of people still do. I'm currently on that Game Pass and I buy everything online, but if you guys still do use discs, you can easily put them in there, and if you don't, it just looks cool. All right, but the last thing is the build quality, because it's really, really good. This thing actually surprised the heck out of me because the entire bottom is literally a metal plate. Like, this thing is heavy pulling it out, and I was expecting like 40 bucks is a lot, but at the same time, you're getting like rechargeable battery packs, you're getting the cooling fan, you're getting all this stuff. Obviously there's wires inside of it to power it, because you don't actually plug this in. All of the charging and everything and the fan run off of the power from the actual console. So there's no wires, you just plug your console in, and that's the only thing you plug in. But besides that, you get really good build quality. Like, this thing is heavy and a full metal plate for the base, which is crazy. But yeah, overall for 40 bucks, this thing's absolutely worth it. It just gives you so much, and especially if you want a hub and you don't want to buy like the PowerA stuff because you don't want your stuff separated, this actually gives you the rechargeable battery packs as well as everything else. All right, moving on to the number 2 spot. This is a silicone cover for your controllers, and it's super budget friendly, coming in at only 16 bucks. All right, now I was on the fence about this before I bought it, but I said, you know what? Hey, I'll just try it. And I did. And I was kind of worried because I have fairly small hands. And when I got this thing, I was absolutely in love with it. First of all, I thought it was gonna be too big, too like hard to grip because it's too like fat. But actually, this thing is so nice to hold, much nicer to hold than a normal controller without that case on there. It makes it so much easier to grip it, and it's more comfortable. And as well, it comes with thumb grips. So it actually comes with elevated thumb grips, which is really cool. And these actually make it so much easier to move the actual joysticks around. Like, they move faster and easier with more like precision. It's like a night and day difference. That doesn't sound like it would be, but it absolutely is. But beyond all of that and the feel and the grip and everything, it actually protects your controller because it's obviously in a case, but it also helps you customize your controller because you can get it in a bunch of different colors. You can get this thing in black, green, blue, pink, gray, mauve, purple, navy blue, purple, dark green, white, and wine red. That's absolutely nuts. I got it in white and put it on a black controller to kind of give it that Stormtrooper vibe, and I think it looks really cool. But again, there's so many different colors that you can customize, like a white one or a black one. There's tons of stuff to do with them, and it's a really cool way to spice up your controller. But yeah, for only 16 bucks, it's a steal. All right, but moving on to the number 1 spot. This is a wireless keyboard for your controller, and this is in its same price for only 20 bucks. All right, now this works with the Xbox Series X and S controllers, but it also works with the Xbox One controllers. Now, beyond that, how you set this thing up is literally you plug it into the back of your controller, and then you plug a USB dongle into your Xbox, and that's it. And then it like instantly works like that. There are no batteries or anything because it works off the same power as your Xbox controller. And this thing is seriously cool. If you're someone who uses your console for more than just games, like I watch a ton of YouTube and a ton of Netflix and other things like that, and I'm constantly like left and go over and P and then go over and then L, and it's like, that's one of the most annoying things to me. But getting this thing speeds it all up. You can type very quickly. You can chat to friends with it. It makes everything really fast and easy to do, which I really like. Now, this thing comes in either black or white, and this actually matches the colors of the controllers pretty much perfectly. Now, if you have like a red controller, again, it's probably not gonna match it perfectly, but you probably could go with the black one and it would look good. But yeah, the black and the white one match the black and the white controllers perfectly, which is awesome. All right, but lastly, this doesn't get in the way when you're gaming. So it's pretty easy to take off. You literally just pull it apart or put it back and just put it back in there, and it's very easy to do. But if you did want to just leave it on, I gamed with this and it legitimately did not get in the way at all. They definitely have it curved around the controller so you can hold it normally and it doesn't get in the way. But yeah, for 20 bucks, this thing's an absolute must if you guys chat to friends a lot or watch Netflix or YouTube and stuff like that. Again, guys, if you want to check out any of the 5 accessories in this video, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. I do got you guys. But yeah, I will say one accessory that is pretty popular that I definitely do not recommend, and I'm telling you guys this right now, don't buy this, is those RGBs for the underside of your Xbox Series X. don't get those. They look absolutely terrible. You'll get them in person and you'll hate them because the actual LED is pointing right at your eyes. I was literally looking at them for the video, and one, they're incredibly overpriced. I think they were like 40 bucks, which is so overpriced. They should be like 10 bucks, if that. Literally, that's how much RGBs cost, especially something as small as literally just a band like that long to go around the bottom. It's really stupid. Definitely don't get those, guys. They will not look good. RGBs like that are not supposed to be directly seen. They're supposed to be bounced off of something. So I did want to say that because I know that they're very popular with the Xbox accessory world. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you out, help me out and throw a like below. And if you enjoy Xbox Series X content, peripheral reviews, stuff like this, I do a ton of those. I'm a tech reviewer. This was Consumer Tech Review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.